many messes with the hooker. Now that was level 1. You don't want to see level 5 or level 10. Subscribe. Morning folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. This morning I'm down at Chesil Bait and Tackle, which is situated between Weymouth and Chesil Beach obviously. I'm going in here, going to go and pick the local knowledge brains, get a few bits and bobs, and hopefully this afternoon I'm going to be launching out of Weymouth itself. I'll go and fish on the shambles, see if I can pick a turbot up or two. Right guys, here we are in Chesil Bait Shop. It's absolutely stuffed to the gills with lures. Now that might tell you a tale. But it's got everything you can think of in here. Good looking staff. Not quite as good looking as me, mine, but lots and lots of rods and more rods. I don't see any reels. I said that last time I came in. They're the reels behind the counter. Loads of them, but it's stuffed with lures, guys. Everything you could think of. Stop spending your money online. Get in these local tackle shops because they're a font of local knowledge, and without them we'd be buggered. You'd have to go digging your own bait and all sorts. Right, guys, here we are down at Weymouth, Weymouth Slipway. Let's get the boat ready. Dead easy slip this, loads of trailer parking, and probably some of the best turbot fishing in the country. Or so they say. Well, that was fun, guys. Captain Blackbeard here.
Only £1 million boats, aren't they?
I know.
You weren't worried about them, though.
I've just launched with him on it and I've let him drive it while he launched it. He said he'd done it before, but it must have been a long time ago, that's all I can say. Hey guys, we're just here. The green meanie's back in action, by the way. Well, the new end eye fitted. Right, what we need to do now is we need to go and catch some few fresh mackerel, if we can find any. I'm pretty sure we will round this harbour. Oh, and also, I want some little launch fish, or big sand eels, whatever you want to call them. But look at the size of that, them are tiny, tiny feathers. So what we're going to do is, Georgie Porgy is doing the mackerel feathers, and I'm going to do the launch feathers. Well guys, the mackerel have been very, very elusive. I.e., we haven't got any. So, we're going to head out to the shambles now, and as you climb, as you get to the bottom of the climb, you usually pick sand eels, launch fish up. So hopefully we can get some, and that'll be our bait for the day. If not, it's going to be a very, very short session. Well, it won't be, because I'll just keep trying till we get some. Now it is a big tide today, which is not ideal for the shambles, which is why I've left it till 5 o'clock in the evening to come out here. I think the high tide is 8 or 8:30. So by the time we've caught some launch, we'll get a couple of hours of the tide slowing down while we're drifting over it. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. We might get an hour after it as well. By about 9 o'clock, we'll head back in. Thought I had a fish on. Come on, it's come off. I had a fish on and it's come off. Don't. Try again. I thought that was it. We've got the first of the bait. We are up on the shambles now, and like I said, oh right, we've got something on here now. There we go. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Hey, we have a launch, and that, my friends, is a launch. Right guys, Georgie Porgy's got one, so that's 2 launches we've got. He's only gonna got another one on. 3 chances. I mean, we're not going to be able to do this for too long, so big sand eels. That's 3 goes at it. Get back down, let's have another go. Launch number 4. I'm going to bring this one up to the camera for you. I can get the bloody hook out. They're basically a big bloody sand eel. That's it. Oh. Guaranteed. They're basically a dirty big sand eel. And what we do with them is throw them on the floor a few times. We flapper them out, so we take the backbone out of them. So you've got 2 flaps flapping along, push the hook through the mouth and point it out through the... I'll show you when I do one. How's that? They're slow going, they're not coming very quick, but they are coming. That's 4 goals at the turbot we've got. Could do with a couple more, yeah? Right, I've got about 8 or 9 launch now, guys, so I'm going to set up a rig for these turbot. We've got no flow whatsoever. I don't know why we've got no flow, because we're 2.5 hours before high tide. We should still have a bit of flow, but we're down to like 0.2 of a mile an hour. Anyway, I'm using my jigging rod, because I love it. The Avet SX, I've put a weight slider on. I'm using a power swivel, and all I'm going to do for a turbot rig is 6 foot of line. So fingertips to fingertips, stretch it as far as I can, give it an extra 6 inch, because we all need an extra 6 inch. Snip. I need some new snips, because them are naffed. At one end I'm going to tie a loop, so a pinch with about that much left over, around your finger, off your finger, twist, and push that loop through that loop. Simple as that, and you end up with a figure of 8. Bit of man lube, pull tight. £20 line this, by the way, £20 amnesia I'm using. I'm just thinking back to when I fished at this. Now, if I remember rightly, the last time I fished for these, somebody told me to put a little ball weight down my line as well. But I'm going to do it without, because I can't remember properly. At the business end, we're going to be using a size 4/0 mustard, ultra point, not blunt point, not round point, ultra point hook. Get one of them out. Try not to drop the rest on the floor. And all I do for that is push my line, through the eye, like so, pinch there, go around 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is very important. Take the dog end and go through the back of the loop, through the back of the loop. Get hold of that and your hook. Some man lube. Always use a man lube or lady lube if it's a lady doing it, because mono, I'm not sure if it's mono or fluoro this, but whatever it is, let's have a look. Amnesia, blah blah blah. Mono, because mono, when you pull it against itself, will heat up and melt. Give that a good pull. Pull, 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 pull. There we go. And that'll go down to a nice neat knot like that. And that is called a half blood knot. Snip off the dog end with knackered scissors. And that's it. Easy as that. Next thing on the agenda is, shall I bring you with me? I'll bring you with me. We'll bring you with me. I need to get the camera off for a start. I always struggle with this. There we go. Get the knife. We need to make one of these sand eels into a flapper. So get said sand eel out. We will go with, not a monster, we'll go with a medium sized one. That one will do. That's a small one, we'll have that one. Come here. Like I said, we've not had many of them, but we've got enough to start fishing for the turbot. put it on my green meanie board. Now this is going to be difficult. Well, I'll put the camera there. What we're seeing. And all we do with it is, basically, we're cutting the backbone out of it. So down the centre of the backbone, just to one side of it, and make a pig's ear of it. I can't do it. Can't do it. There we go. And that should be. Why is this knife not cutting? Because that is a nice sharp, or it was a nice sharp knife. I think Si used it for filleting yesterday. Like so. Yeah, he did say it could do with the sharpen, which it does need. Like so. Get your hook. And what I will do is I will go through the mouth of the sand eel, like that. I want to bring it up through the head of it actually. So go through the mouth as far as you can and up through the head. One sand eel flapper. Happy days. And that'll flap about in the water as we're dragging along. Now the local tackle shop has given me, he said, because it's a big tide, some big flat weights. Now the way this is moving at the moment, I'm thinking they might be a bit big, but as this tide builds up, they'll be spot on. So that's what's going on the weight slider. I'll put the camera up here again. Hey, he's got us a mackerel. Oh, George! No one would like to see that happen. That would have been nice because we could have used some fillets of mackerel as well. But not to worry. Right, what am I doing now?
Another one now.
I forgot what I'm doing, guys.
Put a weight on.
Putting a weight on. All we do with the weight slider is open that up, clip that on, simple as that. Now for my money that's too big, that weight, but you never know, do you? What I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it off for a second now. I'm going to move us to where we're going to start drifting, and I'll bring you back in a second. Leave that up there. Right guys, we are at our chosen spot. So all I'm going to do with that is get the line wrapped around my finger. I am going to give it, I don't know about flicking that, it's a bit heavy. I am going to give it a little flick off the back of the boat. And then, see, for me that weight's a bit on the heavy side. Right, with it at bottom, I'm going to let out a load more extra line. See which way we drift. And all you do with it is let a load of line out and you let it drag along the bottom with you, and you'll see your odd tip going bing 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 where it's dragging along the bottom. And then with these turbot, I'm led to believe, and what I've seen is you don't strike at them whatsoever. You let them, when you feel a distinctive fish bite, you let them have a load of line. You count to 20 while you're letting line out, then you just click your bail arm up and you start reeling in. Easy as that. But like I said, we've got no drift. Well, we're a little bit more drift here. We've got about a mile an hour, but I'm not even feeling that weight yet. We just don't seem to be moving at all. And that's about as simple as that. What I'll do is I will bring you back in once it starts moving and pushing through. And that's going under the boat, that, innit? What I'll do, I'll hang this off the back of the boat. I'll give it another few reels out of line. So what I'm doing is I'm just letting line out so that it's dragging off. Have you got one, George? Well done, pal.
Not a turbot.
Not a turbot. You've not got an turbot. Haha. Now, I see, said the blind man, we are actually drifting that way. I cast it off the back there, and we're actually drifting that way. So what's happened is the boat's caught up over the top of it now. And as we drift that way now, I should start to feel the weight. Let me just hold on to that a minute. And hopefully, it's not going to be long before his fingers to bong. So I've just locked up there now. Could probably do with letting a bit, some more line out. Yeah, we're moving now. So that bit should be moving along with us now. Let a bit more line out. Made me jump out with bloody skin. That seagull just landed in water at the side of me. Right, so I'm going to lock off at that now, and I'm just going to let the boat drag the weight along the bottom. And I'm going to keep hold of the rod. Go on. I was going to say then, can't you put it in the box? But I forgot he's only got one leg. Oh, I'll do it.
Thanks, buddy.
But you can see the rod. It's just, I don't know if you can see the rod or not. It is just going like that. Pink, pink. I'm assuming when we get a bite, I think that weight's a bit on the big side, to be fair.
I do, to be honest.
Huh?
I do. It's like a bloody anchor.
It is moving along. If they're anything like any other flatfish, that weight will be creating a big sand cloud on the bottom. And it does encourage a lot of flatfish to follow it and chase it, because they are quite aggressive. And hopefully, this is going to do it. The only, I mean, I've had tiny turbot like that big, little circles. That's all I've had. The last time we attempted this was with me, Tommy, and Si, I think. And Si was the only one that got one. Now I've got another friend who's told me to anchor it. He said, just anchor it and let them come to you. But it's very hard, if I remember rightly, to distinguish between what is a bite and what is just pull. I would imagine a bite will be a rattle, won't it? Rattle, rattle, rattle. Rather than just pull, doing. This is exciting, this, guys. It's probably not exciting viewing, but it's exciting feeling.
Anticipation is called.
Anticipation. I'll bring you back in a bit. Let's see if anything happens. I think George has got fish of the day up to yeah. Look at the size of that bloody lance. Well, I think we've got enough bait, so back it's going. No point killing stuff if you're not going to use it. Now, whether it escapes or whether Mr. Seagull gets it is another question.
He went right down.
I mean, I've been doing this for 5 minutes. I'm bored now. Can we do something else? One thing I do know about turbot fishing is you've got to be patient. And patience is not one of my strong points, but I am going to give it a good couple of hours just drifting about with different baits on. I think if I remember rightly, last time I fished for these here, all I was getting were dirty, dirty dogfish. But I'm determined to have a turbot this year. I'm having one. Mark my words. Well, look what George has got. Mackerel do. So that means I can set another rod up now, and we can have one with a lance on and one with mackerel on. Just have to stand and keep a good eye on it, won't we? Yep. I suppose you want me to put that in the bucket, do you? No, wait till I'm sat comfy. Yeah, come in there. Come in there, be right. There's no rest for the wicked, is there?
No.
Do you want that rag?
No, I'll use these pants.
Oh, I've got it stuck in my nether regions, my rod. Well, we've been drifting for about 15 or 20 minutes now. Nothing. This is soul destroying, this. I'd like to go somewhere where there's a lot of turbot, where the trawler men haven't absolutely decimated everywhere. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I was watching a thing on TV, a David Attenborough thing about the ocean, and they reckon that if you leave it alone for 5 years, Not this sort of fishing, because this sort of fishing doesn't even put a dent in it. But this over trawler fishing and all the rest of it absolutely decimates everything. It's like running a plough over everything. And it's a horrible thing to see. Shame on you people that do it, to be fair. But they reckon 5 years is all it takes for the marine habitat to rejuvenate itself, and for the bounty to come back. 5 years.
All the scallop beds are regenerating 5 years and everything.
Yeah, everything goes back to normal in 5 years, and they've proved this with these marine conservation areas. You know, where they're not allowed to trawl and fish and stuff. But hey ho, it is what it is, and they're never going to stop, are they? So there's nothing left. We might as well sell all our rods now. You'll never guess what, guys. I'm only gonna got a turbot. Look at that. Now, I felt one bite. You see, I weren't even sure, which is why I've not had the camera on until I've actually got in here. But look at that, George.
Beautiful.
Is it a turbot or is it a brill?
I'd have to have a look. I couldn't tell you. I might be able to tell you.
Those are one of the most expensive fish in the supermarket. Look at that. The happy hooker does it again. I felt the slightest, go on, bugger off. I felt the slightest of knocks and bangs on that. And I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Now, I didn't put the camera on because I weren't sure. That were proper delicate bite, that. Even reeling it in, right up to the point I could feel the weight on the rod, but there were no kicking, no fighting, nothing. Weird, very weird sensation. I think we'll go around and do that again. Hey! Fantastic. That's one off the list. That's a turbot. And I mean, look at that. That's not even that bad, is it? It's not going back on. We have got enough for me to put a fresh one on. But happy days. The next time I feel a bang like that, I will... Hey, welcome, Seagull. I will put the camera on. Now I know what I'm feeling for, because this is new to me. I've never done it before. Well, I have. I've done it once, but I've never felt one before. But, hey, what were it that? £3, £4? £3 or £4? Happy days. I'll let you know when we get another one. I'm pretty sure I have just had a bite. I have been letting that line out for 10 or 15 seconds. All I'm going to do is tighten into it now. I'm not sure, not over sure. Doesn't feel heavy like the last one did, so chances are there's nothing there. Wind up a little bit. Still dragging on bottom. Nope, nothing. Let that carry on. Well, I've just come back across again for another drift. When I got to that end, I had a bite because I had no bait on. So after that bite, I've done a full drift with no blooming bait on. So I'll keep a bit more alert this time. But it flies out here. It's full of flies out here. They keep landing all over us. So we're just setting off again. I've just put a fresh launch on now. Let some line out, let some line out, let some line out. Just letting a load of line out. At minimum, I would have said between 200 and 400 foot of line I'm letting out. Just judging off what's on my reel. And then I'll lock it up and let it drag along. Get off. You wouldn't think you'd get flies out here, would you? Get off. Must like the smell of us, eh?
After some.
Must be some. But this is the last drift we're having now. And that'll do. So I'm locked up. I am now locked up. Let the drifting begin. George is having a go as well. He's gone on mackerel. He's got a couple of strips of mackerel on. Probably the same sort of size as a launch. The only difference is it's mackerel. Yeah. Might put a bit more scent in the water. It's an absolute beautiful day, guys. Stunning. Stunning. I'll let you know if something happens. I think I've got another one, guys. I'm not over sure, my rod's feeling heavy. Yeah, I've got a fish on. I'm just going to take my time with this. I've got another one here, George. You want to do this one?
No, you're okay.
I don't mind.
Carry on, because I'm not sure whether you've got me.
Oh, you think I've got you?
Possibly.
Ah, that'll be a shame, wouldn't it, if I've got George as well? It's blooming heavy, I know that. Have I got you, George? Your line's over the front of the boat. Spinning round in this washing machine. I'm going to have to sort you out there, I think. I'm not sure if it's a fish or not. It could be a George. It could be a George. Let's hope it's not. Now, apparently they've got really soft. I am underneath your line. Do you like the sun up, by the way? There we go, you've sorted it. I'm not sure it is you, George. Is your line still pulling? Or am I reeling you in?
No, mine's just as it is. Stationary.
We're having a pink boat again. Is yours still dragging along? Yeah. There's a good chance this is a fish, guys. And if it is, it feels heavier than the last one. Please don't be two weights come up here now. What I did that time were, because it's happened to me twice now, it's happened, the bait's been took off my hook. So what I did this time, I cut the launch half its length and then flapped it. So if this is a fish and it's not George, it's nothing. It's George. That's what it is, guys. It's an absolute disgusting mess.
It's a scouser.
Hang on, something happened then. I think, I don't know where your weight is. I think that's, could be scissor time. Get rid of all these baits. So, no, it wasn't a fish, it was a George. Never mind. Oh, what a tip. Oh, hang on. We've got one off. Those. Right, so that's your weight off. I've just got to undo mine now. Somehow. Yeah, you're off, George. There we go. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of the shambles again. And I think that for today is the end of that. We've got the turbot that we came for. Happy days. I'll sort this big old mess out and then we're going to get back in. So if you do like the things that we're doing, I bet you can't see me with that sun behind me, can you? If you do like the things that we're doing, please do press the like button, the subscribe button, press that notification bell and leave some comments. And until next time, tangled up for now. Subscribe.